you're really economist, so it was made to you, this topic of the day.
Yeah, it's up to me. It's okay.
Perfectly. We have a professor here. And Belle, can you present ourselves for us?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Bel. I'm from Fortaleza, Ceará. Nowadays I live in Salvador, Bahia. I'm 28 years old. I live with my sister, and I have two dogs. And that's it.
Short and nice to meet you. I think it's our first time together. I don't remember you.
Yeah, I think it's my first time with you.
No, nice to have you here. And you, Diane, who are you? I think I already know you, but who are you? Can you present ourselves for us?
Yeah, sure. I've joined some classes of you, but I haven't joined for a while, so I'm back. Well, my name is Daiane. I'm 23 years old. I live in São Paulo, capital. I study psychology. I am in the last year of college. I also work as a analyst in the human resources area, and I've been joining Talk and Talk for 5 or 6 months. So that's it.
Nice to have you here one more time. We missed you. It's always a pleasure to have you here, as you already know. And Fernando, can you present yourself for us, for example, if you are comfortable? If you're not,
Okay, no problem. My name is Fernando. I'm from Rio de Janeiro, but I live in São Paulo. I'm working with startups. I met Felipe, CEO from TALKNTALK in an event. He talked about the methodology, how it's work. So I'm here. I'm trying to improve my English. I try to study English in a lot of other ways, but I never get finished. So I'm here. It's a pleasure talk with you guys and girls.
you made it. Welcome here. You're most welcome to join us and you share your knowledge and your experiences with us. It's always a pleasure to have people from the businessmen or economists here in this meeting. And you, Annie, you joined after that. So can you present yourself for us, please?
Sure. Hello, everyone. My name is Annie. I'm 23 years old. I'm a student. I'm a researcher. I'm doing a master's on geophysics right now. I'm from Bahia, Brazil, and that's it. I don't know what more to say.
Just a quickly question. Are you new here as well? Or you already know the platform?
No, I already know the platform, but I'm kind of new here too, because I've been in a lot of meetings. Like I'm going through all, then I have to say sorry for my delay, because I just totally forgot that I put some meeting by 5. And
no, that's okay. It happens a lot. Sometimes we forget. And I love to use speech because I'm a researcher too. I'm 24 and I'm from Pará, but I've been living in São Paulo since last year. I'm doing my research here at USP University.
Which area?
I'm a pharmacologist. I'm a pharmacist. I'm a pharmacist studying pharmacology.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's drug stuff. Always.
No, I totally get it. Just didn't hear what to say.
No, perfectly. And I think I'm so excited to start because we have a specialist in economies here. And like your delay, I'm just copy the questions again here. And I think I copy someone. No, I think I copy someone. Not someone, but something wrong. Then just me doing it again. Okay. So here, yeah, here's the right the right part of the question. So the question number 1 we already answered. So introduce yourself, choose a leader, We are not going to break up rooms here. We are fine. And the question number 2, guys, is I'm going to read it, the first, and sometimes we can swing things after that. So what have you done to improve yourself as a person recently? It can be a weekly, can be a day, can be a month. So Belle, what have you done to improve yourself as a person?
Yeah, I think it's maybe start to study another language. Yeah, that's challenge a lot. And I think it's that when I start to study or challenge me, challenge myself, that can be improve me. Yeah. So I think it's that when I start to study language and development, personal development, I think it's that.
Oh, nice to hear this answer. And you, Diane?
The same. I've been studying Spanish, so this is the investment that I've been doing on myself. And also physically, I like to take care of my skin, so I like to use some moisturizers. I don't know how to say that. So facial creams, so this kind of stuff. So that's it too.
Yeah, take care of your aesthetic. It's always
Exactly.
good. And I'm just needed because of a bunch of, I don't know, bad things over the face, over my face. And you, Jefferson, what have you done to improve yourself?
Today, a lot of things, so many things. For example, today I'm reading the Newsweek, a lot of Newsweeks. And in Spanish, I like to read El País, Clarín for Argentina, and the newspaper from the United States, like Washington Post, New York Times. I think that's it. I think I must improve my English and my Spanish. And the best way for me is to read a newspaper. And what else? I'm studying advanced Excel. For me, it's very important. I work with figures. I work with numbers. I must study a lot advanced Excel. I'm prepared for my future, my present and future. And I'm studying business intelligence too. I think it's very, very important. And what else? And read a lot of book about communication. I love to read a book about communication. I read a book yesterday about communication, a very good book about economics, finance. One book talk about Warren Buffett. It's a very interesting book. The strategy of Warren Buffett. Strategy of communication, the strategy of to put money, to earn money.
Quickly question, El País from Latin America or Spain?
Spain.
Spain.
Yeah.
I always choose this Latin America.
Yeah, it's very interesting because El País, you can understand Spain and a lot of countries from Europe. And Clarín, because I think I must know about Argentina, especially Argentina. Yeah.
Exactly, I've been doing. I must copy you.
Okay.
And you, Annie, what have you done to improve yourself?
I think that is not fair. I'm going to be the last person after what's his name, Jefferson. I don't think that's a good thing. I think that all that I say is going to be like a lot less. But by now, I'm focusing on training. Like I do Krav Maga and then doing some calisthenics trainings. I'm trying to do these every day. I'm doing some courses too. I'm doing development courses. As for technology, as mobile developer or web developer, there's the kind of software that I'm doing studying. I get in Talk and Talk by Thursday, I think so, or Wednesday. And in Talk and Talk, I can improve my Spanish and also my English. Let me see. I'm doing other postgraduate course on software engineering. And that's all I'm doing. But I don't think it's more interesting than that Jefferson.
How many hours per day you sleep?
You're many.
The 2 courses,
Wow.
a bunch of new things.
Oh, it's not good. I don't think that I could manage properly yet my routine. Then it's going to like a little mess. It's really messy, but I will get it. I promise. Maybe on next meeting, I will say, "Oh, I did it."
Nice little life for you. And you, Fernando, what have you done to improve?
So in this year, I started my personal project, and I'm trying to improve my English. I'm trying developing positive minds with meditation and good positive affirmation, some exercise during my morning and my night. So, and I have a personal challenge. I'm training to do a marathon. So I don't know if it's possible because it's too hard. But the best thing I'm doing this year is sleep more. I'm trying to sleep 8 hours at night. It's very good because in the past I didn't sleep well. So I'm trying to control my routine to maybe mesmo que I sleep too late, I try wake up late too. So I'm trying to sleep.
Health comes first. There's a mantra, and I don't know, it's for me. And I think it's me. I'm just trying to learning German. I just stopped Spanish for a while and trying to learning German. It's really hard. I just don't know the pronounce or just some words, but the pronunciation is a big challenge. It's like you have, I don't know the word in English, pigarro in your throat, so it's really hard to pronounce. I'm struggling a lot, but besides it, I'm really happy to trying to learn this language. And I think that is recently we have to do what makes us happy, I guess, and that is there's a message. Guten Tag, guten Morgen, Jefferson. And our next question here, that's about we are going to I don't know, we're going to let Jefferson explains as the last one because he is a specialist here, so it's not fair with the others. So what is inflection for you, and explain it or try to explain. I don't even know to explain inflection, but I'm going to ask yourselves. And anyway, so for example, Diane, what is inflection for you?
I will answer it in a very simple way. So Jefferson, please forgive me in advance. But for me, inflection is when we have an increase in the price of things that we buy. And there's a lot of reasons for why this happens. It can be the increase in the costs of production of that items, or I don't know, the decrease in the value of our currency, etc. There's a lot of reasons, but in general, that's it. You know, we have to pay more to buy the same stuff that we used to buy.
Yeah. Is there anything else has another answer here? I don't know. Do you have any other answer? I think you
I don't really. I
you did
think
as
that
a BBC work.
Diane, yeah, I really just think that Diane totally get it. I would probably give the same, not really the same, but an answer very near. But I would really ask Jefferson for the correct answer, please.
Yeah, and I would say exactly the same. And for you, Belle, do you have any other answer?
No, I think was perfect the conception Diane said. I think that is totally, but maybe Jackson have some more information for bring for us.
Yeah, nice. Fernando, do you have one?
No, it's the same.
Yeah, and Jefferson, can you explain this for us, please?
Yes, yes, of course. Let me explain the best way. You can have a basket of goods and service that you use every day, a lot of goods and service. And so you must every month you need to go to a supermarket, you go to industry and a lot of goods and service and companies to see the price of everything about this. And so when overall, we have overall increase in the price of goods and service in the economy over time, this is called inflation. For example, you see the prices of goods and service from the last month, and now you have 1% more. So you have inflation of 1%. So you must to consider over time, and you can compare by 1 month, 6 months, 1 year, and so on. And Diane said something very, very interesting. When inflation occurs, for me as a person, I'm not a businessman, I'm losing money. So I need to run against what I'm losing. And the best way is to put my money on finance.
The perfect answer. I would say I wouldn't explain it better. And I asked you, all of you, that's that and enjoying your question. It's about the next one. For example, do you think the prices are higher than before? It's just a personal opinion, and I haven't been used to go to supermarket, for example, or a shopping, but I have to do this right now, right now now in my new life here. So, for example, Fernando, do you think the prices are higher than before in, I don't know, your clothes, your sunglasses, or I don't know, in the products in general?
Yes, I think so. The prices in this moment is usually I go to the supermarket and make a monthly shoppies, I don't know. So I'm trying to do the weekly because a lot of time you go to the supermarket and they see, example, meat. Meat is right now is very, very high. And last week I saw a promotion, so I bought 2 kilos. So maybe right now I saw a lot of things higher than like 6 months.
Yeah, and I do exactly the same. On Tuesday, oh, it's a meaty day on the supermarket. Go there, let's go there and enjoy the prices. And you, Annie, do you think that the prices are higher than before?
Totally. And I'm kind of like you. I just moved to go near to the university, and then I have to do the supermarket, and the prices are really high and change week by week. Something that was really not that expensive was tuna. I was going to buy tuna, it's kind of 10 reais. It's totally astonished. And then yeah, I do believe that the prices are higher than before. Everything is really expensive.
And it costing us a leg, an arm and a leg. And
And
what
now
do you
the
think,
two
Belle?
eyes and a kidney and everything.
Perfectly. And what do you think, Belle? It's for you is the same?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's very high, the price. Yeah, it's very expensive. Sometimes when I need to go to the supermarkets and buy the groceries to my home, it's very expensive. Sometimes I'm very scared about the price of the product. But on the other hand, I think there are some service that the price is not so expensive, like communication, yeah, in compare in the past. Nowadays, it's very cheap in compare because of the technology improved that, yeah. And maybe to travel by airplanes, for example, I think that's not increased. It's expensive, yeah, nowadays it's expensive, but in comparing the past, it's not so expensive. I think, I don't know, maybe, yeah, it's just one example about that, but I totally agree with the guys when we talk about the supermarkets and groceries.
Yeah, I'm totally agree. And for example, and I've been paying my last ticket by plane in, I don't know, 12 installments or those parcelas like the poor guys do. It's because it's very expensive to travel in Brazil, huge content. And you, Diane, what do you think?
Luan,
Oh,
before you continue, may I ask a question? I'm really curious about Belle. So what do you do, Belle? Really, like you like to teacher.
are you a
I don't know,
military?
yeah, are you a military? Like, of course.
Yeah, that's it. It's a
Army.
custom. It's a custom. No, guys, it's because I was working and I in the moment I'm in the rest, yeah. But I work like a air traffic controller. By the way, I live in Salvador,
Oh,
Annie. Yeah.
Oh,
hi.
So yeah, so I work in the airport. Yeah, I work and talk with the pilots. So that's it. It's my
Okay.
uniform.
you're a kind of
Yeah.
pilot?
No, it's not a pilot. I talk with the pilots. Yeah, I'm on the ground and I need to talk with the pilots to avoid conflict between traffic. Yeah.
I think that is called the Tower of Commander, Commander Tower, or something like that.
Yes, it's something like that. Yeah, that's it.
Control,
thank
control,
you. I
control.
was so curious. I'm so sorry.
No problem. No problem.
Belle, Diane, it's your turn. I'm so sorry.
No problem. I was curious too. But I agree with the guys. I felt this very close recently. I think that last week I were in the shopping mall and I was trying to buy some socks, new socks, from the Lupo brand, and I used to pay like 25 reais for 3 pairs of socks in the past, and this week I was trying to buy and I noticed that it's like 45, the same amount of socks, but it's like almost 2 times the price that I used to pay, so I was like, oh my god, the inflation is really high because it's almost the dobro. I don't know how to say that, but it was really shocking for me. But I do agree that the prices are high and the inflation is bigger now.
It's really bigger because I had to buy the underpants this year, and underpants for men is just 40 reais. So impossible. That's almost impossible. I'm considering to do not use. And you, Jefferson, then do you think so? It's the prices are higher than before?
Yeah, it's really. If you go to a supermarket, for example, food and drinks, all of them too expensive. rice, beer, a lot of things that you must buy. Everything it's higher now than before. And about housing or household items, everything is so expensive. Some product that you must use in your house, it's too expensive now. It's increasing a lot. But if you think about clothing, I think it's not. I think it's almost the same. And about I think Bell, Diane, yeah, one of them talk about communication. Communication for me, it's okay. For example, my internet here, the value of my internet is 3 years the same one. Same one. No hike, no hike in the price of my internet. What else? About health and personal care, I think it's increased a lot, I see this. And education, I think it's almost the same, just a little bit higher, but almost the same. You have a lot of situation that is not so easy. You increase the price that you pay for education, because if you if you increase the price, you haven't students today. It's terrible situation.
And onboarding, your question, and there's a next one is just about this, for example, if the prices are getting high, and what do you do to make more money? Inflate their worth, for example. I think we have to thinking about it and over time when it doesn't happen. So Belle, what do you do to make more money in the world nowadays?
Yeah, in compare in the past, yeah, I work it nowadays, but there is a big problem because I spend a lot of time, a lot of money too. So yeah, I think is that I just have one work, yeah, and I receive my salary, but I spend maybe the same valor and don't save a lot of money. Yeah, so that's I need to change that because it's important to save money. Yeah, I think it's that.
Yeah, that's really important. Sometimes I when I eat an hamburger or sandwich, I'm just the answer about not answer, but I just wonder about that. And you, Fernando, what do you do to make more money?
I'm trying to make some consulting. I reserve part of my time to work like a consultor, and try help another business or project to improve, to get success. So I'm never investing in structure. I'm not an investor structured, like I'm never investing in bonds, in retail. So retail, not retail, real estate. So right now I'm planning try invest, because I'm hear a lot of people say fundos imobiliários,
Oh,
ações que geram dividendos. So I think about reserve part of my money and try using these tools to make more money.
yeah, nice. I'm trying to do a CDB recently, and I receive a fortune, R$2 in the CDB and in the 40 months. Oh, it's really nice to get your money there and stuck without any use, just to receive a misery because the government robbed part of the profits. It's really annoying. And you, Diane, what do you do to make more money?
Well, nowadays I work, so I used to receive just a scholarship from the college, but now I can work, so I receive more money because because of that. But at the same time, I invest my money in some governmental títulos governamentais. I don't know how to say, like renda
Tesouro
fixa.
direto.
Exactly. Tesouro direto, tesouro prefixado.
Treasures, yeah.
Treasure, this kind of stuff. So I do receive more money because of that, but it's not like a huge amount of money, you know. It's just like a money that I can use, that I can reinvest in my wallet, you know. But that's it. It's not a big money, you know. I can survive, but that's it. I'm grateful because I have a work. So.
And you, Annie, what do you do to make more money?
Well, I'm in a point of my life, as Diane said, or I'm going to receive a scholarship. Then I'm going to have more money, but what will I do to make more money in the inflated world? I will invest in myself right now because I have the opportunity. I'm kind of blessed that I can really use this money that I received only for myself. Then I invest myself in education to get another work. I don't know how to say estágio, that I can have get this work.
Intern or trainee?
Sorry, maybe
or trainee?
Intern, trainee.
Or-
Thank
Or
you.
trainee, maybe, yeah.
Thank you. I will try to be a trainee. Also, I'm receiving my scholarships, then I will make more money. But I have to study before, take courses that I said that I was getting, like the mobile developer or web developer for SAC.
No, I just think it's really fair. And you, Jefferson, do you do something to make more money as well?
Yes, all the time. I think you negotiated everything for higher pay. I negotiate everything that I want to buy. I used to negotiate it all the time, because if you have money, you can pay less, so you can earn some money for you. I think it's a good opportunity. And the other to control all of expenditures. You must control, as somebody said, to save money. I think it's very important, and take this money into invest it. You have, so I invested in treasury, in stocks, in I don't know, all kind of investment. I used to invest. What else? I'm doing business consultancy too. I think this is a source of income. You can income. I have a variety of business that I do as it's a kind of freelancer, a freelancer work, and I try to earn more money. And just to finish, when I travel, I try to rent out a spare room on Airbnb. I think it's very important, because sometimes hotel it's too expensive, and if you're going to spend 1 week, it's better you rent out a spare room or something like this on Airbnb.
I think it's nowadays I just don't use hotels. It's kind of expensive. Just an Airbnb. I don't know, just one night or 2 nights is so much better than a I don't know, a traditional hotel. So it's a really good way to save money. And I'm trying to do exactly the same as some of you, but it's really difficult. I don't know. Sometimes I just feel I don't have time to invest my money, or I don't know where I can put the money, on the right places. I think it's really difficult to choose the right place, but it is what it is. We're trying to figure it out and get better and make more money. And I'm enjoying this. Our next question is about polemic question, but we're going to answer the same way. So do you think that what we live, that the way we live, it's a government fault? And why do you think so? So, tu achas que tudo é culpa do governo que a gente vive? So, that are we going to answer this one? And I don't know, and do you think that is a government fault, that the way we live?
Well, I think that is very common when we think about it's always government fault. I really do think that all people have their part of responsibility from what is happening. I do think that Brazilians in general are not habituated um, to not really ask is not a word, but make big changes on politics or making great changes of the ways. Okay, I get the word breakthroughs. Really make changes on politics or this economic situation. Then I do think that it's everyone's fault. Because if you think that democracy is from people, it's from everyone, we put representatives on what they are, and it's everyone's fault. That's my point of view. I don't know, Jefferson, maybe he said, no, it's of course it's government fault. Of course it's going to say like, no, of course you're a dumb, but my opinion by people that don't really understand that much.
Yeah, I love that question. We have different answers. For example, what do you think, Luis Fernando? Who is the fault? Your fault? Government fault?
I think it's a government fault, but it's not the real the last 2-3 governments. It's a anthropology system. I don't know. It's a installment instalado in your country, in your economy. So I'm not a specialist, but I think, example, if we invest in education, we solve a lot of problems in your country. You solve problem with healthly, problem with work, problem with I don't know. So education is our responsibility from government. So maybe the answer yes, but I'm not a specialist. So that's it.
Yeah, the matter here is just answer and trying to warm your mind. If you just found it difficult to answer, that's the way we level up the discussion here. And you, Jefferson, what do you think? It's the government's fault or someone else?
I think I will spend 1 hour to respond this question. It's very complicated, but I maybe 50-50. If you think about the government, about the monetary fiscal policy, for example, about income tax, now you must pay a lot of tax. Next month you must to pay your income tax, and it's not good. Nobody likes to pay tax in our society. Unfortunately, nobody likes. Because if you see the other side, you must think about the government with good service for us, like transportation, healthcare, education, something like this. So it's not so easy. But the other way, we have external factors, such as, for example, Fernando talked about education. Okay, you have education, you have free, and sometimes in my case, I teach in a university that you must pay. But I think the students must do your best, and they aren't doing this. So it's a big problem. And you just can talk about the government. Government is not so good, etc., etc. A lot of faults. It's okay, but you need to do your best too. You must study a lot. And I see a lot of students that they are not studying, even in public school. I think this is not so good for our country. It's not so good. I think this is will be a disaster for the future. And I see a lot of students. I see the student after the COVID-19, the pandemic situation. All of them is getting worse, and unfortunately, worse. And all of them, when I discuss about this situation, all of them, the fault is from the government, but they are doing your best. And just to finish, because I talk too much, it's about save. You must to learn to save. You can to outsource everything that you must do, and to talk about and put the fall in government. You must save money. You must learn how to save money to tackle against, we're talking about inflation, for example. And you can, all the time, the government is too bad, all the government is not. But if you travel for the other countries, the situation, all of them, you can see is the same. Even rich countries, all of them talk all the time about the government, but I think you must to do your best, try to do your best. And I used to say to my students, forget the government and try to do your best in everything that you're doing. Save money, education.
The best advice.
Yeah, knowledge, study, and go on.
Nice, perfect answer, I would say. And you, Diane, what do you think? Do you think something else, or just a different?
No, I agree with everything everybody said. I do agree with Fernando too. I think that education is an important part of everything that we have been passing. I think that the government should invest more on education as a whole, because education makes us choose better the kind of government that we put in our country, like that we select. So education is behind everything. So, but in general, I do agree with everything they said. So I don't have anything else to add.
That's okay, nice answer. Anyway, in you, Belle, what do you think?
Yeah, guys. So I think that subject is very controversial. Yeah, but in my opinion, it's something like Fernando said. It's involved education, involved corruption, and maybe the capitalism system. Yeah, because there is a problem like in the government, but we are responsible about ourselves. Yeah, so it's hard to live in Brazil and when high tests, or it's hard, but we are responsible about ourselves, and it's possible to live. But maybe it's not just about us. But we need to do our part. I think is that, but it's a hard question.
Nice. I think just my camera freezed here, but I'm trying to
Luan, are you there?
He's gone.
Let's go ahead with the last one.
Maybe Bell finding Rada, Luan, right now.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
It's my day off, guys.
Ring the bell.
It's my day off. It's not. I think the connection falling down.
Can you answer the number 8, Bell? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Okay, in your opinion, what can we to fight sugar and inflation? I don't know. Yeah, let me see. I don't have a lot of problems with
I'm sorry, guys.
inflection.
I'm just know what
Yeah,
happened.
you come
Zoom
back.
just kick me out. Zoom just
Yeah.
kicked me out.
We lose Lua
Yeah,
Santana.
I was hearing a bell. That's okay. That's okay. And just a message. You're sign out.
Yeah.
As the second time it happened to me, Zoom just don't like me. Zoom doesn't like me at all. I don't know the reason.
You must pay the bills.
Yeah. I'm just gave them a calote.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh my
Sorry to
God.
interrupt. Please keep it up.
No, I was trying to answer the question number 8, and yeah, honestly, I don't know answer that question. But yeah, what can we to do fight hunger and inflection?
Yeah, I think it's the hunger. Just I wasn't to change it. Just hunger. How can we
Yeah,
do to
I
fight
don't know,
hunger?
because it's not something that I can change. Yeah, it's involved a market and a capitalism system. I don't know very well how can we can change that. Maybe it's not my charge. It's not my responsibility. Yeah, I think I don't know. I don't know if I understood the question. So
I'm just took the question. It's from the podcast that I saw a man in his speech. He said, "We cannot fight hunger because one day after people will be hunger again." And in I don't know. I've been wondering about that. So how we can stop people for getting hungry, and even poverty or poor societies. And I got the same conclusion. I don't have an answer for that. I don't know. Do you guys have one?
Yeah, you can reduce poverty. You can distribute a basket of goods for the poor people. You can pay less tax. Like for example, now we will have the cashback. We are discussing about this cashback. When you're a very poor guy, you're going to buy a product, or when you're going to buy goods, you pay to pay less tax. This is called cashback. For example, you go to a supermarket to buy rice. If you're a poor guy, you can pay less tax and call it cashback. And you have all of this in a lot of countries. And Brazil is going to be this way. I hope so.
And I would love the. It would help a lot. I think the poor guys. And do you guys have another I don't know, solution by any?
Really, I don't have any idea how to answer this question, because I had always had in my mind that hunger and poverty is still happening, or is still occur in the world because somebody wants to. I've been thinking that we can provide, I don't know if they call it for this food, but we have enough food to for alimentar, just
To
forgot
feed.
to feed really, to feed like 3 times persons in the world. There's something some statistic like that, and we do not do that, and a lot of food are wasted. Then I really do think that this happens because somebody, I don't know which one, wants to it to continue, because I don't think that poverty in some way can make other persons more rich. But I don't know if as a correct thinking or something like that. I really do not know. I have to moderate because my idea is really juvenile.
No, I think would be a good solution as well, or an option. And you, Fernando, finished? Do you have any solution for that?
I read a book called The Power of Habit, and I don't know if you read this book, but they talk about a specific city in USA, and they have a lot of kids dying from huge. So the best way they find to reduce this situation is education. It's not reducing taxes. It's not with money. It's not with when they improve the education, the neighborhood starting improve the habits, the culture, the capacity, the financial number. I don't know. So I still defending my opinion. If they have this one thing to change, I change education.
No, nice book. I'm going to search it. Power of Habits. That's the way.
Yes.
No, I'm going to search it. I think it was interesting answers. The most polemic question we cannot answer because our time is up. We're going to answer it's about we are better with a left government or right government. Do the L or do the 22, I don't know. But next time or in the next I don't know, meeting perhaps. Guys, it was a huge pleasure to have you guys here this afternoon. As always, I have to send you the survey, and every Saturday I say the same thing. You can criticize, you can make suggestions, you can, I don't know, desabafar or something else, whatever you want in the survey. It helps us a lot and to get better me as a host, to get better you as a talkers, and even the suggestion I work with your suggestion to bring more topics here. And Fernando, as it was your first time here, just remember it's not a class. Again, you have some tech meetings. I'm not participating with tech meetings because I'm not from tech, but it is really interesting. Yeah, there's a basic classes in English and Spanish. Make yourself comfortable on the platform. It was a pleasure to have you here and answer your answers, share your experience. Annie, it was our first time together. It was a pleasure too. Jefferson, is always a good way to see you here. It was, I've seen you in a while. Diane, is always a pleasure. I think we are almost friends in this hour. Belle, it was a pleasure as well. Guys, I'm just thank you, all of you. I hope to see you guys in other meeting. I think that is. Time's up. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye. Take care.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
It's a pleasure